Hey everybody, it's the beginning of another week, so let's dive right into Stardew. Before we begin, so obviously last week we're in the middle of a fundraiser marathon when I recorded what was last week's episode. I'm glad to report that we far surpassed what we wanted to raise. We did run into a little bit of problem with somebody hacking my PayPal account, but we fixed that. I got rid of PayPal because obviously they're not secure, but the money has been returned, and that's what's important. So, with that off of my chest, we can get back to doing some farming and trying to work our way towards getting the Joja Corporation overpowered. So let's pop right in here. It's been a week, obviously, so I'm going to have to somewhat remember what I was doing last. But it shouldn't be too hard to get back into the swing of things here. First of all, check the weather. Raining tomorrow. Neutral today. And we already know how to do stir fry, so irrelevant to me. Alright, first thing we should probably be doing is watering the crops here. Should also probably water the dog's bowl when I get a chance. I don't believe anything is remotely close to being ready to go as far as farming it out. That's everything there. Pet the dog as we walk by, fill his bowl. And then just for the sake of it, let's do that just so we're ready to go after that. Now, that's not gonna happen, Penny. Sorry to say. I don't know if we have to investigate the community center first, so I might as well swing by it, get that cutscene out of the way, and then from there, all we have to worry about is raising the money. And since we can still get some foraging done here, may as well get as many of these berries as we can possibly get. And that's everything here. Fair enough. Also likely you want to swing by the beach to grab what can be grabbed there. In fact, I might go there first. There's nothing on the alert board. Where are we dealing with Haley? We're already done with her until Sunday. As far as I know, we have geodes probably to break, but we don't have any pressing reason to bring anything to the library yet. Might not be a whole lot here, but every little bit helps for selling. Sometimes there's a lot more than that available, but it is what it is. Let's move our little Billy Mitchell all the way up to the community center, get that cutscene done, and then we need to focus on raising the $500 to get the Joja membership, as without that, this run doesn't really have much of it in the way of a purpose. So, obviously, very important for what we intend to do here. Now, a lot of the money-raising stuff is going to be more easily done during the summer months, because then we'll be able to plant strawberries and go from there. I'm figuring I might have to do this cutscene just because it, oh, Do I have to, like, actually do something here first before it works? Okay, well that's gone off my list. I'm assuming that's it. You just go in there, look at that, and then the wizard contacts you at a future point in time. How are you doing on Linus, by the way? Alright, we did have to drop off the ancient seed. I want to do that to get the ability to get the ancient fruit. I don't know if we'll plant it quite yet. We might wait until summer, assuming it doesn't require summer. But I do want to give this up, because then after that we can plant whatever other ones we find. And especially when we get the ability to make wine out of the barrels. That's gonna come in handy, because those things are worth a lot of money. It's annoying trying to find, like, the sweet spot of where those books pop up. Hey, sorry in advance if I say anything rude. I didn't get much sleep last night. Join the club, kid. Alright, so we have plenty of time to waste, essentially. I may as well pop into the mines and see if we can't go a little bit further. Times have been tough lately. I got laid off on my job as a bus driver. If I got that job back, I could drive you to the Calico Desert. What'd you say? It's 12:30 p.m. already. My goodness. I still have tons of work to do. I was actually trying to talk to you. I'm trying to come up with a new song from a band, but I'm blanking. What do you think my new song should be about? Let's go... City in the Sea. Hey, you know what? That sounds perfect, thanks. I assume if I told him to do farmland, he'd just be like, no. Why would we ever do that? But a song about Atlantis? I mean, come on. There's lore and everything that they could branch off into. But yes, as I was saying, Linus. Alright, he still has one gift spot open, so... I have plenty of salmon berries. I can give up one to give to him. Especially if I'm about to get two more just right here anyway. Assuming he's home, which he is not. Well, I was gonna give him one, but if he's not here, he's not here. He might be over by the beach, though. Or, not the beach. Oh, there he is, right there, actually. Here you go. This is a great gift, thank you. I don't know you well enough to trust you, sorry. I just gave you fruit. That's like... the bargaining chip, you know? You're supposed to think I'm cool after that. Yeah, last left off at 30. That works out. Okay, so we're in sort of the phase 2 area, which is nice. Because we'll start being able to get iron. Which we're obviously going to need at some point after we get the copper upgrades to things. Although it might not quite be time for iron yet. Can't really see anything, which is also not helpful. I mean, it's not great that it's giving me attack room, but at least I can see better. Now, the bat wings can actually be kind of useful, although I'm not loving how many enemies there's suddenly popping up here. I'm just gonna take the path down in the hopes that I can sort of find places that are a bit more illuminated. Which is not looking great. I might have to find out if I can make some sort of like lamp thing. Which I know there's the ring that sort of adds a bit of a glowing aura around you. I don't know if there's anything else offhand, though. Might also want to get a better weapon, because this thing is barely touching these rock monsters. Or ghosts, I don't know what they're really formally classified as. Pains in my ass, I guess, is the best terminology to use for them. I mean, I wouldn't mind if one of them wanted to drop a prismatic shard. Wouldn't be able to do much with it yet, but, Alright, look. I can't even see what I'm fighting. I don't remember it being this dark down here. Although maybe by now I usually already have a ring. The only bummer, like, it's good that when the bats attack it lights up the place, but it's bad because there's so many bats, I don't really have an opportunity to do any mining to find the staircases and whatnot. Might eat one of these just to be safe. They don't give me as much health up as I was hoping, but oh well. It may take a couple of dives down before we can actually get this done, considering how much bad luck we're having here as far as actually finding the staircases in a reasonable time frame. I would still very much like to get to the proper floor, but it's already 10 p.m., so I'm not going to have much time to dink around, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dip out and come back in, I think. Still, hopefully we got enough to sort of go off of. We'll get some money from the salmon berries. And I know it's raining tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about wasting energy tending to the field. Just kind of a bummer that we never found the light thing. And I guess I could go down earlier floors until it actually spawns. I mean, you give me a bunch of these berries, which will... I mean, it's not going to break the bank, but it's certainly going to help. Now, let's put you away for now, because I don't want to waste that at a time frame where we're not going to really be able to make proper use of it. I guess everything else is good to be sold. I know the bat wings can be used for something, but I don't remember what offhand. Doesn't look like we can make a glow ring. I might see if you can buy one from the adventurers troop there. Yeah, I'll just go to bed. I was gonna maybe do some more milling of the fields, but I don't think I really need to. Okay, better pickaxe proficiency and better combat. I'll take more HP. Okay, did better than I thought we were gonna do here, which is worthwhile. I bet you're gonna tell me it's sunny tomorrow. Spirits are in good humor. And we have a letter. They're supposed to tell me you've been poking around inside the old community center. Why don't you come pay me a visit? The chambers are west of the forest lake and the stone tower. I may have information concerning your rat problem. That doesn't look like I can currently mine anything, so let's head over to him. If I can figure out the path that actually goes to the south, because sometimes I get lost trying to find this because I'm not used to the layout of this particular beach yet. Or this particular farm, rather. Okay, so it's just... Nope, that's a dock. Alright, I guess this is a good opportunity to sort of hug the edge around to try to find it. Maybe it's more up and around? I mean, worst case scenario, I'll just go the long way or something. There we go. Okay. It's a bit awkward getting over to it, but I can eventually make some sort of, like, road that leads me right to it. Although I don't want to get rid of too much in the way of my, grass there. Because I will eventually want that for animals, if only to get truffle oil. There's quite a few of these trees around, though, which is nice. So even if I spend a lot of time doing this, I can make up for it to a degree with all the salmon berries I'm finding. Worst case scenario, at least we're building up foraging, which we can then use later to get higher profits for stuff like this in the future. Which might be enough to get us into the path of starting the Joja run itself proper. Ah, come in. I am Rasmodius, seeker of the arcane truths, mediator between physical and ethereal, master of the 7 elementals, keeper of the sacred you get the point. And you, JDP, the one whose arrival I have long foreseen. Here, I'd like to show you something. Behold. You've seen one before, haven't you? Actually, yes, he would have. They call themselves the Juminos. Mysterious spirits, these ones. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. I'm not sure why they've moved into the community center, but they have no reason to fear them. But you have no reason to fear them, rather. You found a golden scroll written in an unknown language. Most interesting. Stay here, I'm going to see for myself. I shall return shortly. If I was a smart man, I would have refilled my water bottle before I started recording. But I'm not, so we're just going to deal with it. I found the note. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We, the Jumino, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. One with the forest. What do they mean? Aha! Come here. My cauldron is bubbling with ingredients from the forest. Baby fern, moss grub, caramel top toadstool. Can you smell it? Here, drink up. Let the essence of the forest permeate your body. We about to get high as hell. I always found the scene to be very strange. Like, I guess it's sort of implying you're becoming one with nature, but it's very, very, very trippy. Not quite as trippy as the mermaid dance, but very trippy nonetheless. If I can remember how to trigger the mermaid dance, I might actually show that when we get to that point in the game. You gain the power of forest magic. Now you can decipher the true meaning of the Junimo scrolls. Unfortunately for the Jumino, we are going to be dirty, dirty betrayers and not help them whatsoever. Because we are all about that money, money. You know, we can't be helping weird orb-looking things for free. That gets to pay up. And unfortunately, the only people who are paying up are the Joja Corporation. But we still need to get another $2,000 before we can do that, so it's not a job for today at the very least. It may be a job for tomorrow, considering how many of these goddamn fruits we're finding. We still need to check the beach as well, so we're sort of making our way over there. And let me move this up for now, because I'm going to want to plant those. There's nobody around, so I'll grab a free field snack. Worst case scenario, it'll come in handy for diving into the mines. I might want to go into the earlier area to get some degree of glowability before I really commit to going deeper, because I can barely see anything down there. I think I need a better weapon anyway. Which I think usually I just buy one, but since we need to be building up money at all times, that's going to be a little trickier to do as a whole. Have we done that one yet? Yes, we have. Well, that just means it can be going right into the sell pile, so all good, all good. I think that's pretty much all we can do for the time being. I rarely see you. Hey, if you're lucky, you might see a frog in this world. How do you feel about these? You do not care about them. Alright, well, at least we tried. He's one of the harder characters to get a hold of, because he's usually locked up in his room. It's good to know he comes out to the beach when it's raining, though. Although that might just be for this particular day phase. Alright, it's pretty late, so I don't really think I can go into the mine. But I could do some more stuff around the farm. I'll double check if there's anything over here. Does not look like it. I guess continue working our way down south. And so to try to clear out that general area. So at the very least it'll give me a straight path down to getting to the area we were just hanging out at. And don't forget to plant any mixed seeds we end up getting before we nope out of this area. Where's pickaxe? There it is. Alright, we got a couple of trees. Get rid of them quickly. I've been holding on to the seeds, though, just in case I do need to replant them later. Because I need certain stuff from a tapper or what have you. Although I think I would be most likely to use like artisan stuff like jams and maybe mayonnaise if I get chickens and whatnot. Some stuff is potentially more profitable, but the amount of setup time it takes to actually get them going can be somewhat annoying. Alright, so now go through here, picking off the stuff that's sort of singular. And make sure we've got enough of this, as much of this cleared out as possible. Obviously, the thicker stumps I'm not going to be able to do much with. But ultimately, I want to leave the grass alone so that when we do find ourselves ready to get animals involved here, we will be good to go as far as that stuff goes. We won't have to worry about buying hay, which is good, because Marnie is a pain in the ass and is never where she's supposed to be. She's probably the most difficult person in the city to keep a close watch on. Don't have much energy left now. Am I full? Alright, I need to go back up and put some stuff away and come back then. So this might be a good time to plant these. Also get some grass growing over here. Do that one there because they're going to be more likely to retain what they've been retain their water and whatnot. Yeah, so where was I before, so I can grab that one thing? Okay, over here. So to go down to the forest, I want to be on the far right section. And that sort of opens things up for me to go where we need to go. And then there's a dock under where this tree would be. Alright, so that section's all cleared. So the question is, do I loop around like that, or do I just go this way and work my way down? It's probably doable either way, honestly. This is just a matter of if I wanted it to be fully cleared from top to bottom. Alright. Put away the stuff because we might need it at some point. I could hold on to the snack, but really I don't need to. That's spring. Yeah, we gotta hold on to these till next spring, otherwise we'd be losing half of our money, so I'm not gonna plant these till next year. Let's sell what I do have on. And then I guess with the rest of my time for the day, let's make a few more copper bars, because I'm going to need a bunch of them in the grand scheme of things anyway. I don't know how many refined quartz we'll need as a whole. I mean, I'm going to need them for one of the sprinklers, but failing that, we might be okay. Yeah, it's already 9, so let's head on to bed. Get the day out of the way. Alright, not quite 1,000, but we're getting there. Or at least in the home stretch, so... Cloudy with a breeze, and displeased today. Well, looks like our crops are mostly done. So let's pick what's available. Looks like that's the lot. Farmer JDP, I have a request for you. I need fresh cauliflower for a recipe I want to make. Could you bring me one? Well, luckily for you, Jody, I have at least one. I'm gonna have to split these up first. Okay. I'll put one aside, because I do want to sell the ones that are worth more money, obviously, because they're gonna give me the biggest profit. These can go away. I'll set up 4 more of these to go. Oh, guess I'm out of ores. But first, before we do anything else, fill the dog's bowl up, pet the dog, and water what's here. If I remember correctly, Jody is the one that is in the forest area. She's the painter. I could be wrong, though. Which one's Jody? Okay, yeah, that's the one I thought it was. So we'll head south first to see if we can't hunt her down. What is the reward? Doesn't say. Okay. Well, I mean, I will take it to her regardless. It might be worth the time. I hate having this stuff in the way, though. That's kind of an annoying feature of this particular farm type. Stuff that gets in the way and you can't do much about it. Now, if I get there early enough, I might be able to get in before she goes anywhere. But it didn't tell me what time she opens. I'll wait till 9, because that seems to be like the standard time frame for most people. Unfortunately, no. Alright, well, this one is not on a timer, so I'm bound to run into her eventually. I just need to make sure I'm holding on to that one. So that was close. I was about to open that garbage can. I mean, if I really wanted to make it easy for myself, I could look up their schedules and whatnot, but I'm trying to avoid doing that. It's a bummer playing the game when you have like 18 wiki pages open just to keep track of everything. It's better to go with the flow, feel things out. Also, are we on a new week yet? No, not quite yet. Oh yeah, we got one more day after this before we can give gifts again. As we learned during our fundraising stream that the beginning of the week is Sunday, so that's when we can start giving gifts again. Now we've checked the beach, let's swing by Jody's again. Maybe by now she'll have opened up. If not, I don't know. We'll go to the farm and start clearing out more stuff, I guess. Because eventually we'll get caught up with that. It's locked, only Leah's friends can enter uninvited. Okay. So yeah, I think this is going to be one of those things where I'll keep one of these around, and if I happen to stumble across her, I'll give it to her. If not, oh well. It's her fault for being such a pain in the ass to get a hold of. I don't even think she goes to the pub, annoyingly. I don't know. We'll stumble across her eventually, I would imagine. Hopefully sooner than later, so I don't lose one of my inventory spots for an extended period of time, but being as how I don't know what her schedule is, it is what it is. Well, it seems like we've cleared out the bottommost part of this farm, at least. Which, without all the trees, it's gonna make it a bit easier to see when there's just scattered items around. I guess this is meant to be designated farmland. I don't know really what the other purpose for it is, but it's something to clear out at the very least. Would you hit the tree? Thank you. I feel like this spot here is going to take a couple of whacks at clearing out. But I think before we go into the trees, I'll just take out the little branches around and whatnot. At least whittle down what the sort of major undertakings are here. Alright, now how far is this from everything else? A little bit of a walk, but nothing overly endgamey. I can try to plant you. I don't really know how much we're gonna really get out of that, unfortunately. Alright, well, it's everything we can do energy bar-wise for the most part, so I'll swing back down. We'll see if I can't get a hold of Jody. If not, we can swing down to see if maybe the spring onions have grown back in. Even if not, we might get some salmon berries to make the trip semi-worthwhile. I don't know if she goes anywhere is the problem. I don't think she goes to the bar at night. She might go for the, like, jazzercise class that happens, but I don't know exactly which day that happens on. I'm just aware that it is a thing that exists, essentially. I guess on the way up I can swing through town, see if we stumble across her on fluke luck. But I would not be of the holding my breath mindset. You're Penny, you're not who we wanted. Oh, apparently there's an event happening. I don't know who this could be for. Welcome to Pierre's. How can I help you? Oh, right. Ahem. There's a confrontation here between the two sides. Come and get it, folks. Coupons for 50% off your purchase at Joja Mart. Well, there's Jody there, but she's not going to be there after the cutscene, sadly. Well, any takers? But I can't match those prices. I'd be selling at a loss. It must be so difficult for you to lose your loyal customers like that. But can you blame them? Joja Corporation is clearly the superior choice. Soon the whole town will realize that. And I'm gonna help them realize it, because that's what heroes do. Yeah, unfortunately it does not look like the jazzercise class was today. It's a fine looking day. It's about 7 at night, but, you know, good looking out. I mean, I will check the bar, but I don't think she's around. Oh wait, no, she is. Okay, cool. I think. Is that you? No, that's Leah. Okay, it's simply to be friends with the trees. They don't have much to say. Nah, not looking good, unfortunately. Oh well. At least we know she's not here, so next time we won't have to work. It's quite so hard waiting to see if we find her here. I've been working hard all week. I deserve a little relaxation on a Friday night. I mean, unless she's one of those folks that come out at night. Which I guess is not entirely impossible if she's, like, capturing nature or whatever. But I would be under the assumption that she's still going to be locked inside her house. Ah well. Like I said, I'll hold on to one. If we stumble across her, we'll give it to her then. If I accidentally forget and sell the cauliflower, well, then she'll just have to wait a bit longer for one. As in a whole year. I don't even remember what you get for doing it anyway, so I'm not too fussed, if I'm being honest. Not gonna make much profit today, but that's alright. We do get level 2 farming, which gives us our sprinklers and our first mayonnaise machine. Now these sprinklers... oh, well, I guess we got more than I thought. It's enough to get out of the Joja Corporation. Rain all day. Alright, that's good news. The spirits are perturbed. Alright, 2 things that are done, so we can go ahead and sell those. The rest has to be watered, so pet dog. And then start watering this stuff. Which, it's mildly annoying none of it retained, despite having the retaining soil, but oh well. And what do we need for these? copper and iron bar, so we won't be able to make one of those yet anyway. Yeah, so before I use any of this money, I need to go get this membership now. Main reason I didn't use it but do it before is because I thought I wouldn't be able to. Alright, we can sell that. It looks like we've already had one. I don't think it really gives you too much money back, but oh well. Bring you a heal? I mean, you are our future wife, so I mean, might be able to hook you up. I don't think it'd be the eel you're quite looking for, though. Now we gotta wait another hour for this. That's fine. And use this time to sneak around and search in trash cans that are in this area before everybody starts making their way over here. Sadly, not finding anything. This might be a good opportunity to check the beach. I know we'll be running late, but I mean, it's not like it's going to be closing 10 seconds after it opens, so may as well dip around here. I'm not seeing too much, honestly, on the beach. There's at least one thing over here, at least. Only one thing. Well, that was a big waste of my time for the most part. At least it's gold rank, so we'll get some degree of money out of it. And I don't really know how the leveling structure for Joja works, so this is going to be a new sort of information dump here as we get this unlocked. Which I'm wondering if stuff unlocks sort of in tiers, or if I can focus on certain stuff, because if I can focus on certain stuff, I'd probably want to get the greenhouse ASAP. Welcome to Joja Mart. How's your weekend going? Membership is now available. With a Joja membership, you'll be able to make improvements in the community with the help of our dedicated personnel. For a fee, of course. Oh, and another thing. Mayor Lewis promised us that if anyone else joined up, he'd let us turn that old community center into a Joja warehouse. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, you bet I would. If you become a Joja member, the community center will become a Joja warehouse, and you will no longer be able to refurbish it. However, Joja provide an alternative means to improving the town. Are you sure you want to join? Oh, you bet. Excellent. Welcome to Joja Corporation. Come back tomorrow. We can see about getting started on some community development projects. Oh, and don't forget, your wallet. Now let me call Mayor Lewis and see about gutting that nasty old community center. Come back tomorrow. We can see about getting some community improvements started. Just to make sure. Okay, you just say the same thing. Alright, well that's taken care of. I don't know if that causes any negative effects with the townsfolk. I would assume they don't care. My arms are really sore, but that's a sign of progress for a guy like me. Oh, you're out again. What? I didn't hear you. I'm busy thinking about something. I don't really want to give away a gold star thing. That might end up not being what I want, so... Instead, we'll see what we can do about Jody again. I know sometimes she's seen outside of her house. Guess I'll go see if today is a jazzercise day. Seems like everybody's breaking off into their little groups. There's Abigail. Unfortunately, nobody else seems to be around, so not gonna do me a lot of good there. What about the doctor's office? Is anybody here for an appointment or anything? Does not look like. Where are they going? Oh, maybe they go up to the playground. Is this automatically already the Joja Corporation thing, or does that happen tomorrow? Probably happens tomorrow. Which I've never looked inside the Joja version. If you can even get inside, you might not be able to. I mean, it wouldn't really be good for video purposes, but I could just hang out in front of her door until she comes out at one point. Well, suppose, I might as well go back to my actual farm and start whittling things down in that little nook we found. Without knowing where she goes and when, it's sort of just going to be a game of chances if I stumble across her. I need some sort of system where, for stuff like this, where you have just a quest to deliver something, that you can put it into people's mailboxes or something along those lines. Because it makes no sense why you can't just knock on the door and be like, hey, you specifically asked for this, here. So what I might do is start from the top here and start whittling things down. Because I don't entirely know how much we still need to do. What's that? Okay. I still don't know quite what it was, but I dropped a bunch of seeds. I suppose I might as well plant them. I don't know what the chances are of all of them growing, but at least we'll get a free watering of them tomorrow. Alright, might as well cut down the trees. The more sort of beach we have exposed, the easier it'll be to determine what areas still need to be cleared. Now, yeah, with the Joja membership now locked in place, the run itself is, I guess, officially begun, for lack of a better way of putting it. Up until this point, we've been doing setup to get to this point, so now money is going to become more important than any other commodity in the game, which is going to be helpful in certain respects and a hindrance in certain respects. Because now it's going to be the question of, okay, do I want to spend the money to upgrade this copper axe, or do I want to save the money to get this upgrade for the town? I'm gonna have to sort of jump between doing both, I would imagine. Because I'm gonna need stuff like the greenhouse. There's no real avoiding it. Because if I can get that, I can plant those strawberries and just have all year round money supplies. I mean, I could also do it with blueberries in a later season, but you know, if I could do it early. I also don't know which one's better between blueberries and strawberries. Trying to see if I have a certain thing. It does not look like I have it yet. I mean, there's still plenty of time in the day. I don't have much in the way of energy. I could see if she's hanging out outside of her house. But I think at this point, it's going to be mostly a factor of stumbling across her when she goes to the Jazzercise convention thing. At least I think she goes there. The bummer is if I could get to just 2 hearts with her, then I'd be able to enter her house and give it to her. It's just getting to that point that's annoying. But we've been playing for about an hour. We've actually got the Joja membership now. I think we will end the day and wrap up this part, and we will continue next week with sort of the beginning of the dive into what being a Joja member actually means for gameplay. Not too much in the way of profit during this day, but we don't know what we need and don't need yet. Right. So let me go ahead and exit to title. Get that done. I'll just exit out and I'll see you next week for more Stardew Valley. And this week on the stream, we're going to be starting a La Mulana randomizer seed, as it's one of our incentives for the money we've raised. So hopefully we'll see you there. Until then, have a good one.